Day 1. I'm sitting in my car outside my therapist's office, and I can't make myself go in. Not because I'm scared of therapy. I've been in therapy before. I've talked about my childhood, I've analyzed my patterns, I've understood intellectually that my relationship with my mother affected me. But this is different. Because today, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to actually do something about it. For 30 days, I'm committing to actively healing the mother wound. No more understanding, no more analyzing. Actual healing. And I'm terrified because what if it doesn't work? What if I go through all this pain and nothing changes? What if the wound is too deep, too old, too much a part of who I am to ever really heal? But here's what I know. I can't keep living like this. I can't keep choosing emotionally unavailable people. I can't keep sabotaging myself right before success. I can't keep feeling like I'm never enough, no matter what I achieve. I can't keep carrying this weight that isn't even mine. So, I'm going to try. For 30 days, I'm going to do the actual work of healing this wound. And I'm going to document what happens. The good, the bad, the ugly, the unexpected. This is that story. And I'm warning you now, it's not what I expected. It's not what you'd expect either, because healing the mother wound doesn't look like what we've been told it looks like. It's messier, stranger, more painful and more liberating than anything I could have imagined. Before we go any further, I need you to do something. If you're watching this and you know this wound is yours too, do this right now. Hit subscribe, give this video a like, and drop one word in the comments: commitment. Because that's what this takes. Not motivation, not inspiration, commitment to seeing the truth, to feeling the pain, to doing the work even when every part of you wants to run. This community is for people who are ready to stop talking about healing and actually do it. Now, let me tell you what happened. Week 1, the descent. Day 2, I wake up with a knot in my stomach. The work has officially begun, and my therapist gave me the first assignment. Write a letter to my mother that I'll never send. A letter saying everything I've never said, everything I've been too scared, too guilty, too conditioned to say. I sit down at my laptop, I type, "Dear Mom," and then stare at the screen for 20 minutes. Because what do I even say? Where do I start? I start with the safe stuff. I wish you had been more emotionally available. I wish you had validated my feelings instead of dismissing them. Clinical, distant, the kind of thing I could say in therapy without really feeling it. But then something breaks open. My hands start typing faster, and I'm not thinking anymore. I'm just letting it pour out. I needed you to see me, not the version of me that made you comfortable, not the high-achieving, always fine, never a burden version. Me, the real me, the scared, messy, needy human me. And you couldn't, or wouldn't. And I spent my entire childhood trying to become someone you could love. And I'm still doing it. I'm still performing. I'm still earning. I'm still trying to be enough for a woman who made me believe I fundamentally wasn't. I'm crying now. Not gentle tears, sobbing. The kind of crying that comes from a place so deep you didn't even know it existed. And when I'm done, when there's nothing left to say, I read what I wrote, and I realize I've never been this honest, not with her, not with anyone, not even with myself. This is what I've been carrying. This is what's been running my life from the shadows. And now it's on the page, outside of me, visible. Day 3, I feel hungover, not from alcohol, from emotion. My body aches like I've been in a fight, which I guess I have, a fight with 30 years of suppressed truth. My therapist warned me this would happen. She said the body holds trauma, and when you start releasing it, it doesn't just leave emotionally, it leaves physically too. I spend the day on the couch, no productivity, no self-improvement, just rest, just being with the rawness of what's coming up. And here's the strange part. I feel guilty about it, guilty for resting, guilty for not being productive, guilty for having needs. And then I realize that's the wound talking. That's the internalized mother who taught me that my worth is measured by what I produce, not by the simple fact that I exist. So I practice something my therapist taught me. I put my hand on my heart and I say out loud, "It's okay to rest. You don't have to earn the right to exist. You're allowed to just be." It feels ridiculous, like I'm lying to myself, but I do it anyway, because if I'm committed to this, I have to try things that feel uncomfortable. Day 5, the anger comes. I didn't expect this. I expected sadness, grief, maybe some disappointment, but not this white-hot rage. I'm angry at her for making me feel like I was too much and not enough simultaneously. I'm angry at her for treating her emotional regulation as if it was my responsibility. I'm angry at her for comparing me to other kids. I'm angry at her for making love feel like something I had to earn instead of something I inherently deserved. But more than that, I'm angry at myself for still caring what she thinks, for still seeking her approval, for still organizing my entire life around trying to finally get her to see me. I go for a run, and while I'm running, I'm imagining saying everything I've never said to her, and I'm crying and running and probably looking completely unhinged to anyone who passes me. But something is happening. Something is moving. Something that's been stuck for decades is finally starting to shift. Day 7, end of week 1. My therapist asks me, "How do you feel?" And I say the truest thing I've said all week. "I feel like I'm dying." She nods. Good. That's what it feels like when a false self starts to dissolve. The you that was built to earn her love, that version is dying, and it's supposed to hurt, because even though it was never really you, it's all you've ever known. I go home and I look in the mirror, and I ask myself, who am I without the need to prove myself? Who am I if I'm not performing? Who am I if I don't have to earn love? I don't have an answer. And that's terrifying because I've spent 30 plus years being someone, and now I'm realizing that someone was a construction, an adaptation, a survival strategy. The real me? I have no idea who she is. Week 2, the recognition. Day 8. I start noticing patterns I've never seen before. It's like someone turned on a light in a room I didn't know existed. I'm on a date, and the guy is actually emotionally available. He's asking me real questions. He's genuinely interested. He's present. And I want to run. Every cell in my body is screaming, "This is wrong. This is dangerous. Abort mission." But I stay. I sit with the discomfort, and I realize my nervous system was wired for emotional unavailability. It was trained in an environment where love was scarce, conditional, unpredictable. So when someone offers consistent, available love, it feels foreign, threatening, like a trap. I'm not attracted to emotionally unavailable people because something's wrong with me. I'm attracted to them because they feel like home, familiar home. Not good home, but familiar. And that recognition changes everything because now I can see it. Now I can make a different choice. Not easily, not perfectly, but consciously. Day 10. I'm at work and my boss gives me feedback, not harsh feedback, not even particularly critical feedback, just normal, constructive, here's how you could improve this feedback. And I spiral. I'm convinced I'm about to be fired. I'm replaying every mistake I've made in the last month. I'm catastrophizing about my entire career being over. And then I catch myself. I pause. I ask, why am I reacting this way? What's actually happening here? And I realize I learned as a child that any criticism means I'm fundamentally flawed, that feedback equals rejection, that if I'm not perfect, I'm worthless. My mother couldn't give constructive feedback. She could only give shame. So my nervous system learned criticism equals I'm bad equals I'm going to be abandoned. But that's not what's happening here. My boss isn't my mother. This feedback isn't a verdict on my worth as a human. It's just information about how to do one thing better. I take a breath. I thank him. I implement the feedback. And I notice I don't spiral for the rest of the day. The pattern is still there, but I'm not unconsciously controlled by it anymore. Day 12. I'm journaling and I write something that stops me cold. I've been waiting my entire life for my mother to give me permission to exist as I am, and she's never going to give it, not because she doesn't love me, but because she doesn't have it to give. She's still waiting for her mother to give her that permission. This is the generational wound. This is how it gets passed down, not through malicious intent, through unconscious repetition. My mother couldn't give me what she didn't have, and her mother couldn't give her what she didn't have, and so on, backward through time. Someone has to break the cycle. Someone has to stop waiting for permission and just claim it. That someone is me, right now. This is it. Day 14, end of week 2. Something unexpected happens. I'm having coffee with a friend and she's venting about her mother, and normally I would commiserate. I would join in the complaints. I would bond over shared wounds. But today I just listen, and when she's done, I say, "Have you ever thought about doing active healing work around that?" She looks at me like I've suggested something radical. What do you mean? Like actually working to heal the wound instead of just understanding it or complaining about it. She's quiet. Then she says, "I don't know if I want to. It feels easier to just blame her." And I get it. I really do. Because blaming is easier than healing. Understanding is easier than changing. Talking about the wound is easier than actually doing something about it. But I'm done with easier. I want free. Week 3, the shift. Day 15. My therapist introduces me to a practice called reparenting. This is where I actively give myself what my mother couldn't give me. It starts simple. When I'm anxious, instead of pushing through it or judging myself for it, I put my hand on my heart and I say, "I see you're scared. That makes sense. I'm here with you." It feels absurd, like I'm talking to myself like a child, which I guess I am. I'm talking to the part of me that's still 8 years old, still waiting for someone to see her fear and not dismiss it. The first time I do this, nothing happens. The second time, nothing. The third time, I cry for 20 minutes because no one has ever spoken to me like that, with that gentleness, with that acceptance of my humanity, not even me to myself. I've been treating myself the way she treated me, demanding, critical, dismissive of needs, intolerant of weakness. And now I'm learning a different language, a language of compassion, of attunement, of unconditional acceptance. Day 17. I'm grocery shopping and I see a mother with her daughter. Her daughter's maybe 6. She's having a meltdown because she wants candy. And I watch the mother. I watch to see how she'll respond. She kneels down. She makes eye contact. She says calmly, "I can see you're really upset. It's hard when we want something and can't have it. I hear you." The daughter's still crying, but softer now. The mother stays calm, stays present, doesn't shame her, doesn't dismiss her, just holds space for the feeling. And I'm standing in the grocery store with tears running down my face because that's what I needed. That's what I never got. And watching someone else receive it is both beautiful and devastating. Day 19. Something strange happens. I'm getting ready for bed and I look in the mirror, and for just a moment, just a flash, I see myself without the filter of criticism. Not "my skin looks terrible," or "I need to lose weight," or "why do I look so tired?" Just me, a human face, a woman who's doing her best. Week 4. The breakthrough. Day 22. I'm doing a guided meditation focused on inner child work. The voice on the recording tells me to imagine myself as a child and to give that child what she needed. I see myself at 7. I'm sitting on my bed after bringing home a test with a 94% on it. I'm excited, proud. I can't wait to show my mom. But when I show her, she says, "What happened with the 6% you missed?" And in the meditation, I watch little me's face fall. I watch the excitement drain away. I watch her learn in that moment that her best isn't good enough, that achievement doesn't equal acceptance, that she has to be perfect to be worthy. And adult me walks into that memory. I sit down next to 7-year-old me, and I say what I needed someone to say. "You worked so hard. I'm so proud of you. 94% is amazing. You are amazing. Not because of your grade, because of who you are." I'm sobbing, the kind of crying that feels like it's coming from my bones. Because that's what I needed. That's what would have changed everything. Just one person, just one, seeing me and celebrating me without conditions. And now I'm giving it to myself, retroactively, imaginatively, but powerfully. Day 24. I do something I've never done before. I set a boundary with my mother. She calls and asks me to come help her with something, and normally I would say yes immediately, even if I didn't want to, even if I had other plans, because saying no to her feels like abandonment. But today I say, "I can't this weekend, but I can help you next week. Would that work?" Silence. Then, "Well, I thought family was important to you." There it is, the guilt, the manipulation, the implication that my boundary is a moral failing. And I feel it, the old program activating, the urge to apologize, to cancel my plans, to prove I'm a good daughter. But I don't. I stay quiet. I let her sit with her discomfort. And then I say calmly, "Family is important to me, and I'll be there next week to help." We hang up, and I'm shaking because I just did something revolutionary. I chose myself without apologizing for it. Day 26. I'm meeting with my therapist and she asks, "What's different?" I think about it and I realize I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not waiting for my mother to change. I'm not waiting for some magical moment when she'll finally see me and validate me. I'm not waiting for permission to be myself. I'm just being myself, imperfectly, uncertainly, but without the constant, exhausting performance. And relationships are changing. I'm attracting different people. I'm having different conversations. I'm making different choices. Not because I've become someone new, but because I've stopped being someone false. Day 30. I go back to the letter I wrote on day 2, the one I poured all my rage and grief into, and I read it again, and something has shifted. The words are the same, but they don't hold the same charge. The anger is still there, but it's not consuming me. The grief is still there, but it's not drowning me. It's just true. This is what happened. This is how it affected me. This is what I needed and didn't get. And accepting that, really accepting it, without minimizing or justifying or explaining, that's where the freedom is. Day 30, the final day. I'm sitting in the same car outside the same therapist's office where this started, and I think about what's different. I'm not magically healed. I still have moments where the old patterns resurface. I still catch myself people-pleasing. I still hear her critical voice sometimes, but I'm not controlled by it anymore. I see it. I recognize it. I can make a different choice. And that's everything. The truth about healing. So what actually happened in 30 days? Here's the truth. I didn't heal the mother wound completely, because that's not how healing works. The wound doesn't just disappear. It doesn't magically close up and leave you unburdened. But what did happen is this. I made the unconscious conscious. I brought the patterns into the light. I saw clearly for the first time how this wound was running my entire life. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you know, you can't unknow. And that awareness, that's the beginning of freedom. I learned that healing isn't about making my mother different, it's about making me different. It's about separating from the internalized mother, the voice, the beliefs, the patterns, and choosing to build something new. I learned that the pain has to be felt. You can't think your way out of a wound that lives in your body and nervous system. You have to feel it, cry it, rage it, grieve it, let it move through you instead of staying stuck inside you. I learned that reparenting is real work, that I can give myself now what I didn't get then, that I can speak to myself with tenderness, that I can validate my own emotions, that I can be the attuned presence I always needed. I learned that boundaries are possible, even with her, even when it feels like betrayal, even when she responds with guilt and manipulation. I can choose myself without being cruel. I can protect myself without being aggressive. I learned that the invisible loyalty is real, that part of me believed being happy would betray her, that succeeding would abandon her, that healing would prove I didn't love her, and that loyalty was keeping me in prison. And I learned that I'm not alone in this, that there are millions of people carrying this same wound, walking around with this same pattern running their lives, and that speaking about it, sharing it, making it visible, that's part of the healing too. What happens now? So what happens after the 30 days? The work doesn't end. This isn't a 30-day fix. This is a lifelong practice of choosing consciousness over conditioning, of choosing yourself over the pattern, of choosing